Hello, everybody. Welcome back. So, I'm John Elliott, and this is my YouTube channel. I run Elliot's Emporium, or Elliot's Everything Emporium. And today, what we're going to talk about is some items to avoid when you are outsourcing. I had a good weekend, got a whole bunch of stuff, which was awesome. And it's actually selling within a matter of days, which is always like, you know, the part that you really, really want is, quick turnaround times. You don't have to hold on to a huge amount of inventory. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about when I go out and source, what I try to avoid. Things that I really try to avoid are things like electronics. So one thing I've noticed with electronics, while there definitely is a good return on most of them, they're very heavy. So a lot of times what will happen is you'll get something relatively inexpensive, and then when you want to go sell it, you realize that this thing weighs about 15 pounds, and all of a sudden, your shipping just goes right through the roof, which is a problem, especially if you're competing with other people who are selling a similar, CD player, bass, subwoofer, like you name it. That becomes a problem because all of a sudden now you're looking at having to bump your price up in terms of shipping. So again, this is one of those things you want to do your research on it before you actually even buy it, but also it's going to be heavy, so it's going to wind up costing you quite a bit of money to mail it. Now then again, some people are willing to pay a premium for a good sound system, but typically I typically just avoid buying electronics altogether. The next one is children's clothes and baby clothes. I avoid buying them at all costs. The reason is that one, they are they're you can get them very cheap, which is great. So you can get a ton of them, and maybe that's the way to sell them. Just do a huge lot of them that you can maybe get for like $1 and then flip it for about. But again, people are not looking for off-brand stuff. People are looking for certain types of clothes. A lot of times they're damaged or they're faded or they're worn. And they're just not worth that much because you can buy them brand new for like, really, really cheap at Toys R Us or Baby, well, I was going to say Toys R Us, but that doesn't exist anymore, now does it? But no, at Target, Walmart, whatever, you can buy it for a couple bucks and it's brand new at that point. So you don't know where it's been or how well it's been taken care of. Yeah, so avoid children's clothes and or baby clothes. Let's see. The other one too is like knickknacks. And specifically what I mean is there's a lot of very sort of modern things that you can buy that like paintings, bowls, decorative stuff. Most of the time these people bought it for very cheap anyways, and it's just not going to be worth that much. When you want to flip it, you can maybe get it relatively cheap, but once you look at it online, you're probably going to find out that it's just not worth that much. And it goes the same thing for things like silverware, plates, just stuff around the house, not worth that much. And along those same lines, avoid non-brand names. So one of the things that I do like to sell are things like Walkmans, particularly by Iowa or Sony. Those are worth some good money. However, there's a lot of other companies that put them out, like Good Image. I think that's where the Right Image or something. Anyways, they make the same things. They're just not worth anything. So you'll find electronics, and people might even be giving them away at like 25 cents a pop. If you want to use them for yourself, great. But if you're actually planning on selling them, most likely they will not sell. Again, still do your research. Who knows? I've run sometimes across items where I'm going like, I don't understand why this brand is typically worth absolutely nothing. And then all of a sudden here it's selling for, $20, $30, $40. I don't know. So it's kind of weird. I don't know. But that's the thing you run across, when you do this job. You find out that some things are worth a ton of money and other things are worth nothing. So the last one, of course, is going to be large or heavy objects. Okay. So large, heavy objects, basically anything furniture, like I said, electronics, weights, things like that. You might be able to sell them and you might even be able to ship them for some bulk rate, things like that. But typically typically these items are going to be huge, so they're going to take up a lot of space. So I would just avoid them in the first place. But also, I mean, people can buy that stuff themselves at Goodwill or brand new at a store, or they may buy them from like, an actual company who offers free shipping. And you're, especially if you're a single person doing this, you can't compete with Walmart. They're going to beat you every single day. So, yeah, so those are just kind of some things that I try to avoid. And it also allows you to sort of hone in on, if you're at a yard sale, you're at a garage sale, you're at Goodwill, it allows you to sort of hone in on things that you really want to buy. Like you could say, well, I know that I really want this. And you just aim in, you just hone in on that certain product, and that's it. So, all right, guys, have a good day. If you like this, please subscribe, please like. And I've got a podcast, which I should also be putting out today. And it is also under Elliot's Everything Emporium. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.